game, being only up by 5 with roughly 2.5 to go, and UNH's Rhodes was doing all he could to stay in the game and keep UNH in the game. What was your defensive scheme to secure your lead?
It really didn't change the whole game. We just try to play 5 guys against the ball. I think everybody in this league does it, and I know UNH does it because I have a lot of respect for Billy. We were just trying to keep him out of the paint. He really hurts you when he's driving the basketball. And the last time we played him, he was 2 for 5 from 3 too. So he's got a lot better. Coach Harrington's done a really good job with him, and he's really developed his game. But we try to keep him out of the paint. More importantly, we try to slow down Conley. He had 16 second-half points. That's pretty impressive. We did a pretty good job on him in the first half. But he's a senior and he's a leader, and you knew he wasn't going to go donut. So you're just waiting for that explosion, and it happened. But we did a pretty good job overall.
Coach, can you talk about what Matt was able to do for you off the bench, especially there in the first half and continuing over into the second half?
I'll tell you what Matt Griffin brings us is, is leadership, is a guy who's 100% in, a guy who's great in the locker room, and he's the hardest worker on the team. So when you see his statistics tonight, and the whole year, he's been that one steady, constant guy. I mean, he got 7 rebounds. He got 8 and 7 rebounds in 2 consecutive games. And then he also can make some shots for us too. And he really knows our defensive rotations, and he's really keeping the guys into it. It's real. We're a young team out there. We had like 3 freshmen on the floor at once, and he's that one guy that said, "Hey man, we're all right." Especially when they're going on the run, they're making shots. Sometimes you can see freshmen kind of deflate, put their head down. He's that guy that says, "Hey, attitude. We're fine. We're going to be okay. Let's just keep getting stops." And so he's just more than what you're seeing on this box sheet. He's much more. He means much more to this program. And you know what he means? He means a lot to me. And I know those players love him. I know John Holland loves him.
Coach, any thoughts on the play of Pat Hazel with 9 points and perhaps more importantly 10 boards against a very tough team down low in UNH?
We can say tough, physical, because that's UNH, man. That's Bill Heron, that's UNH basketball. I was proud of Pat. He keeps getting better. He keeps getting better every day in practice. We had a tough week of practice. We kind of went back. To like October type practices to keep our chip, to keep us motivated. And Pat Hazel, we keep statistics in practice. He won every single day. So it really didn't surprise me when he produced today the way he did. He was ready to go. He was ready to play. And I'm happy for him because he's had an up and down, a little bit of an up and down year, and he's really stepping up now.
Looking at a larger sense, your forwards gave you 21 points. Most of the guys haven't been putting in as much on the offensive end recently. How much does it mean to the team in a 3-games tournament like this where you have to get something every single game from everyone to move on?
In a tournament like this, I take it one day at a time. Our team's going to take it one day at a time, and you need production out of everybody. I mean, even Travis Robinson played less than 35 seconds, but he did his job. We need contributions from every single guy. And to get some production out of our post players is terrific. That makes us a very tough team to defend. But UNH, like I said, is one of the best defensive teams in this league. And they did a pretty good job on us for the most part until the end there, until the last couple minutes.
Coach, you outscored UNH by 20 in the paint. And anything you did differently in practice this time around? You finally get Daryl Parn, John Holland to start driving to the basket?
No, we're doing the same thing. It can't change now. I always say nothing changes. We are who we are. We're going to drive the basketball. We're going to put it in the post. We're going to let our guys make plays. I just want them to play with great confidence and a clear head. And if we do that, it gives us a chance to win. And I thought we did it for the most part today, even when we were missing.
Coach, what do you tell your guys after that initial 12-3 run? You finally got here, you're finally here in the postseason, and start off with the 12-3 one. What do you tell you guys going into that first time out?
I just say, guys, it's okay. We're fine. I use the term attitude all the time. Everything's going to be. We came out, we looked a little timid, a little tight. It's our first tournament game with a lot of guys, other than John Holland, and it was his first game in a week. So I just say, hey, upbeat, positive, everything's fine. Just keep defending, keep rebounding, shots will fall, and stop looking at the scoreboard. I caught a lot of our guys looking at the scoreboard, and when you start looking at the scoreboard, then that kind of gets in your head. Now you're not defending, now you're not rebounding, and that rim starts to shrink just a little bit. So I just told him, let's just worry about us, play BU basketball, and you'll like the outcome.
Okay, one last question right here.
Hey Pat, was it a sigh of relief that you got John back, that his ankle healed, and was there any concerns coming in that with him out of the lineup for the last game and a half or so and missing practice, the team would get a little out of rhythm?
There's no doubt. I mean, that was definitely in the back of my mind. He hasn't been around, he hasn't practiced in over a week. And we were playing with a certain group at Binghamton, a lot of days of those practices at Vermont all week. I mean, John really didn't practice all week until yesterday for a little bit. Yeah, that was a major concern. And I knew that was going to show the first 5-6 minutes of the first half, and it did. It did. But then I think we relaxed a little bit and things loosened up, and I thought our like he just said, our bigs did a pretty good job of making some plays in the paint.